Dick, before we get started, I brought a cooler here. I heard you're a big Coke fan.
Oh, yeah.
You want
I don't
anything
need
to
one
drink?
at the moment.
You're good?
That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Hey, we're sitting in front of Walt Disney's Birthplace home. What's it like being out here?
Oh my God, his house looks better than mine. They're redoing my home down in Danville, my childhood home, but it's a wreck. This is wonderful. You'd be surprised to see how good it looks, I'll bet.
In Danville, about 2.5 hours south of here. Is that going to now be a museum? Is that going to be a Dick Van Dyke museum?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Historical landmark or whatever they call it.
Yeah. So
I'm proud to be doing it along with Walt.
Obviously, you're such an icon. Do you realize everything that you've accomplished in your life, or do you
it's all a blur to me. I was so thrilled to be the one picked, to come and do this for all until I realized I was the only one left.
I'll get out.
Everybody else gone. I outlived them all.
Think about it, though. You are a man that got to work side by side with Walt Disney. You built some great, iconic films together. What was it like working with him, and did you ever realize it would have the magnitude and affect so many people that it has?
Well, when we were making it, usually when you're making a movie, from day to day you don't know how it's going. There was a spirit about this one. We just knew something magical was going to happen. I got to know Walt pretty well. I would like to have known him better, but we lost him. But we saw eye to eye on so many things. You can go through history and make a list of great leaders, great writers, great scientists, but Walt stands alone. There was nobody before him, and there'll probably never be anybody after him. He's one of a kind in history. He touched something very deep in people all over the world. It doesn't matter. China, they love Disney. He touched the child. Both of us used to say that we're children looking for our inner adults.
Yeah, I read that. Do you still feel that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were very much that way. His philosophy was that kids are born with certain abilities and instincts that's just driven out of them as they grow up. We always said kids are born with a natural ability to meditate. You can remember laying on the grass watching the clouds go over without a thought in your head. But kids lose all those wonderful instincts. We always talked about the biblical admonition about when you become an adult, you put aside childish things. And we always said that doesn't mean creativity or imagination or hope or wonder. We saw eye to eye on that. I just loved him. Down in my hometown, we've started a foundation also to encourage young people in the arts. Middle schools and high schools all over the country are dropping music and art. We're going to turn out a generation of robots, I'm afraid. So Walt was very much interested in encouraging young people to be creative and recognize their talent and have a chance to, if they go to Juilliard or whatever. And that's why we're here, really.
Do you have something that stands out the most from your career, a favorite movie that you've done?
Mary Poppins, far and away. Oh, yeah. It was the greatest experience, the most fun, hard work, but my gosh, it was fun. Because we just knew there was something special about it.
Yeah. And they're remaking the film. What do you think about that? I think sometimes you should let classics be classics, but are you excited?
I feel the same. Sequels, as a rule, don't work. And without Walt, and without the wonderful Sherman brothers to do the music, I don't know. I should tell them Bert's dead.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw some video of you. You wake up, you get in the gym, you pump iron still.
Oh, yeah. I have to keep moving. I have a book out just now. And I wanted to call it What to Do While Circling the Drain. But the publishers have no sense of humor.
But the working out is keeping you young.
Absolutely. Everybody, especially people my age, just get moving and you'll be surprised how good you feel.
Yeah. And your wife Arlene, I think, keeps you young too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you had a few different avenues you could have taken in your lifetime. I read you wanted to be a pilot.
Well, I joined the Air Corps, but the war was over before.
And then a minister?
Oh, yeah, I thought about that. And I actually came up here and auditioned at WMAQ once, or was going to, and I missed the audition. That was my I wanted to be an announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were on the radio, though, at like age 17 in Danville, right?
Yeah, I did the radio, too.
Do you remember that day? Do you remember the first day on the air?
I don't. I don't recall being that nervous. But there they left you alone. You played the records, got the news, did everything all by yourself. It was great. I loved it.
You've got Emmys, Tonys, Grammys.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said Mary Poppins is your favorite film that you've done. Is there anything in your career that you wish you had a second crack at, or?
Well, there's a few movies that I don't mention. We don't even talk about them.
Just because you didn't get the part, or?
No, because I was stunk.
They just didn't do well.
One thing, but secret to me is if I'm having fun, I'm good. If I'm not having fun, I just stink. I gotta be enjoying myself or I'm no good.
You have such a great outlook on life. You always wake up happy?
Yeah, I think you're born with that. Because I had some of my kids would get up grumpy and some would get up happy. I'm one of those people who gets up in a good mood in the morning. I'm downhill later, but
You've said that your older years have been the best years of your life. Is that true?
Absolutely. Well, you get a little bit of wisdom and you understand a few things. And meeting my child right here, my life has just been a joy. And I'm having a chance to give back a lot now. I have a quartet. We sing at benefits everywhere, fundraisers, and the time of giving, and I'm enjoying it.
You're still singing, you're still dancing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like Fred Astaire. I said, "Do you still dance now?" He said, "Yeah, but it hurts now." And I said, "I know what you mean."
But you said originally you were not a great dancer.
I wasn't a dancer or anything. I picked it up as I went along. The whole thing is surprising me. I look back at my life, and nothing that happened was something I expected. That I ended up in musicals is still to this day like somebody was looking over for me or something. But my God, have I enjoyed it.